gotta exfoliate.
We are back at the S.H.I.T.S podcast. Well, we are either shooting the shit, starting some shit,
or picking up with shit left off, like plumbing shit. You know, skin and hair. One of the number one causes to sink clogs and tub clogs. FYI.
What the fuck, man?
That was a free jewel for y'all.
Hey, man, I'm your host, Monsoons, the coolest cat you heard thus far.
Yeah. I'm the DIY motherfucking expert. Bubba Ball. Don't need to check nowhere else. I'm right here. Send us your replies if you got some sinks that's clogged up. We're going to let you know the best remedy to get rid of your shit for Thanksgiving, because you know you got people coming over.
Yes, that is true.
See what I mean? You got people coming over your house. If you cook good, you have people coming over. If you don't cook good, you need to go to the nearest Dollar Tree and rack up on some Tupperwares. $5 to $6 of different types of Tupperwares. Rubbermaids, the little cubicle section.
Aluminum foil?
No, not aluminum foil. Just the syllable Tupperwares that Dollar Tree has.
Y'all do that shit. Excuse me. And while y'all, let it, y'all check out us.
Is that a COVID call?
No, nigga. Y'all check us out.
We're going to have to start getting tested before we go on. This motherfucker right here. Like,
y'all check us out every Thursday on my radio Chicago.
Aaron Rodgers, you motherfucker.
Powered by Support District Radio. Also check us out on the Block 105 Radio, www.theblock105.com. That's every Friday at 8 a.m. now. It's 8 a.m. Y'all don't ask me why the time can change.
We there.
Hit up the website, theshitspodcast.com. And then also independent artists send those quality MP3s into dope music shits at gmail.com. We've been getting some good music too, so man. They you know what? I tell them when we go play this shit, a lot of times they don't be listening, but then they be like, hey, did you play it? Yeah, we played it. Did you hear it? Mm-hmm. Did you hear it, motherfucker? Yeah.
I heard it.
I done had a motherfucker hit me later, like 5 minutes later, talking about, man, y'all play it yet? And nigga, you should have been fucking listening. I played the shit already, man. I'm not about to play it twice. It ain't like it's a Drake song. You know, you can play Drake shit twice.
People cleaning rooms at hotels listening to our shit. You think they want to hear your little weak ass song? Nigga. They already fought through that shit, making the bed up. Like, who the fuck is this? Who they probably fucked up listening to your shit, and you think she want to hear that shit twice? We got a couple loyal room attendants.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
At the Marriott. They told me they be checking out. And y'all laughing. Hey, shout out Maria and Hosea. Y'all my girls. You know, I hit them with the half a pints of Hennessy I stole when it was looting. And, you know, they got fucking with our show.
They gave you the free room?
Half a pints. No, I ain't getting no rooms up here. But I had some rooms outside. Yeah, but they be fucking with me, man. They let me know what's going on at the hotel and shit.
You was out in Missouri, right?
Yeah.
How was it?
Terrible. But fuck nowhere. I was working across the street from the penitentiary, so it wasn't nothing going on.
Damn,
now, the beauty in the town is check these dice.
Is there some dice?
No, I said catch these dice. I saw
some
the police car. The police car was a fucking Dodge Durango. I saw that motherfucker once, sometimes twice a day. And
drum roll?
No. Yeah. The highlight of the fucking town is a spot called McCorkle's, which is AKA Cheers. Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name. Boom, 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 boom. And they're always glad you came. This fucking place.
You want to be where the GD's free.
Numbers all the same.
Hold on, man.
You want to go where everybody knows your name. Boom, 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 boom.
And they should play that shit at PTA meetings, G.
This shit was called McCorkle's. It was a beautiful spot, bro. We went in that motherfucker.
Was a lot of black people in there?
No, it was maybe, we saw another black.
This nigga said another black. You sound like you fresh out the Jim Crow era.
Look,
like,
we saw another black in there.
Saw another black.
We saw another black.
Another colored.
Another colored was in there with us the 5th day in. So when we walked in, we was always 3 deep. So everybody was like, who's these niggas? So it was kind of good and refreshing to see another black come in that wasn't with us.
Purse under the seat.
They just went and sat at the bar. I was like, and then my dumb ass, I'm like, $15 a white girl comes in that he's with.
We gonna get your ass, boy.
No, it was fun. It was cool though. McCorkle's was the shit. You ever in Cameron, stop in McCorkles? They got great food. The food was off the chain.
Only thing that's important is the wings, nigga.
This is why I say,
straight up,
if you go to a small town, they cook good fucking food. You can get drunk. They had a lot of TVs, so they was kind of up to date. Now, I'm not saying all small towns that have little pubs and shit be off the chain, but this one was off the chain. We could throw darts, play pool. Right. They had good pool sticks. Good fucking pool sticks.
How you know a good pool stick means that?
Well, you put it on the table and you roll it. You pick out a pool cue by the tip, first of all. So once you select the tip, now
that's what
you gotta
she said.
take it. Well, she doesn't really know until it whips out. Now she's got to take whatever she's got
she gotta take
at the moment. Now, if she refuses the tip, then the shaft is it don't matter about the girth then. You uncircumcised, you fuck probably by then. You ain't got a hot enough. Can't slip no trunk in raw. Oh! It's like an arrow. Whoa! Yeah. So yeah. I mean, you went there.
Right.
I was talking about some other shit.
Shout out to motherfucking Ever Evolve, man. They had the event at Enjoy this Monday, man. That shit was dope. Stop by there, man. And then they had the event at Magoo's on Thursday, the over mic. Yeah, so they're really bringing a lot of opportunities for motherfuckers to perform. So last night there was some motherfuckers in there performing, man.
Who was performing last night?
I can't really tell you all the names because I can't remember the motherfuckers, but I'll tell you this much. Motherfuckers definitely be off them pills and shit nowadays, man. Like, you could tell. I seen a motherfucker bouncing around with one shoe on. Like,
bro, it's a different breed.
And I think they was playing gospel, nigga.
Let me tell you this. Back in the day, I don't remember us being in the dragon room and motherfuckers being house shit. Like, if they was off coke, it was something totally different because the vibe was so upbeat and up tempo. They probably blended in. But nowadays, these pill popping motherfuckers, and we don't know what pill they popping. It's a variety of shit that they can pop. You see what I'm saying? It's some downers out here, some uppers out here. So most of the time, I think
they from out west though.
Yeah, most of the people that I would guess or assume, and this is a safe or false assumption, is that if you pop a pill, you trying to have a good time. That's what I'm thinking.
You said.
Because I heard the guys tell me, you know what I mean, to pop one and test some shit off. You know what I mean?
These niggas be popping pills and want to fight.
I don't get it.
Like, I never get that.
I don't know nothing about the culture. I'm old.
What personality is, man.
Right. So
it brings your personality. If you think you're a killer, you're going to think you're Superman.
Yeah. And I felt like when you go into a party, nigga, the goal should be to have fun.
Bitches. That's it. Where are the bitches? Hey, Gina, what's up, man? Hey, man, I ain't got the old lady with me. Where the bitches at, baby? Drink on me, nigga. Come on, with me to the bar. Know you been here. Know you been watching, baby. I got the car keys on my ring. I got the good car out tonight. Nigga bring the good car on the weekend when he finally get out. And the other night, he got Big Shirley with him. He finally free. Now he want to buy drinks.
He got the minivan. He gonna bring the minivan.
Yeah, he want to buy drinks. He got the expense account open on the job on his little side hustle, motherfucking credit card. He finally got legit. Knowing she go see the shit.
Man, look,
they paying bills off of it.
Hey, yo, we got to take a break real quick. We coming right back. Hey, yo, shout out to all the motherfuckers out there that go to the motherfucking lounge with their main lady and sit in the corner and don't have nobody say nothing to them.
Yeah.
Because they ain't trying to get in trouble. It's all good, Tony.
Act like they ain't married, Tony.
It's all good. It's the shit.
Tony, baby. Fridays, 9 a.m. Catch us at www.theblock105. It's the shit. We coming through.
Hey, man. We out in this motherfucker that's kicking it. My man Bubba Ball ain't been here in about 2 weeks, so it's good to have his ass back, as y'all can hear.
Man, motherfucker.
Bro.
You fired me, goddammit. Motherfucker, the GDs gonna be at your door. Some of them dreadhead niggas, they don't even get their head done. Yeah, he trying to get some shit started.
Hey, man, I want to talk. I want to talk about this motherfucker, man. Cal Rottenhouse.
Oh, well, yeah. Let's talk about it.
Rotten. I mean, like, dude, first of all, if anybody thought this motherfucker was gonna get convicted, then obviously you haven't been living in America.
You've never watched
Then
the trial.
You have never watched any kind of motherfucking court show. You obviously don't watch the motherfucking news. You just been living under a rock. If you are shocked that this motherfucker did not get convicted.
He was laughing before he testified. That's when I knew it was over.
Really?
Yeah. When everybody was testifying before he was, and he was talking to his attorneys and shit, he was laughing.
He probably like, these niggers.
No, they was white. It was all white. Everybody was white, so I was tripping.
There was only I heard there was only one. I heard there was only one person of color on that jury.
Mm-hmm.
That was a crime. Nigga, that was a crime within itself.
He picked the jury. That was the biggest crime.
Like bingo, roll these bitches out.
Like, dude, to me, if I'm the motherfucking prosecutor.
When have you ever been allowed to pick your own jury? And
come on, man.
When has the defense been allowed to have any say-so amongst the jury?
Wait, I don't know.
When is the defense? You are the fucking sole defendant. Rittenhouse.
Rittenhouse.
So when is Rittenhouse, whatever the fuck his name is, but when that bitch ass motherfucker got up there and cried and was snickering and snuckering, that shit was so cute. I said, boy, but you know what? This world's so soft. He not even supposed to make it. He's not supposed to make it.
First of all, nigga, that wasn't even a real cry. First of all, if you want to see a motherfucker do a real cry, you need to watch your girl in Fences. Now, with that motherfucker with her and Denzel Washington, let me tell you something, nigga. When a motherfucker can make a snot bubble come out their motherfucking nose.
That's what he was doing.
No, he didn't.
He was snot bubbling and
That's
snorkeling.
a real cry. You don't listen.
Yeah, you got a snot bubble.
Snot
bubbles are real. That's an ass whooping cry.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Snot bubbles will get you out of an ass whooping.
Yeah, I just snot bubbled a couple times.
See what I'm saying?
After an ass whooping. I had to stop the ass whooping.
Exactly. Snot bubble will get your ass out of an ass whooping. Probably get your ass out of a parking ticket. Might get your ass out of a write-up. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't getting no fucking real cry. You see what I'm saying? So even with that shit, I was like,
I agree. No snot bubble.
Right. And then for the judge to kind of buy into that shit, when I seen that shit, I was like, bro, come on, man. This shit over with. I was like, and then
the judge was whack.
Right. But you know what, dude? But
everything was set up. I ain't like it. Everything was set up. But
also, dude, I told the motherfucker this. Like, people get mad at the judge, and people get mad at the media and all types of shit like that. But I don't really think people get mad at the motherfuckers they should get mad at.
Who is that?
Which is the lawyers, nigga. What is the lawyers? Like, dude, honestly, think about this. You got motherfuckers who take on a person's case knowing good and goddamn well they're guilty.
So let me ask this question, because this is a looming question.
Okay.
And I think this should have been an open and shut case to me on any grounds, any stance, any. How old was he? 17 at the time. So that's not a legal age to possess a firearm unless we in certain states. Yeah, and so in Wisconsin, it's legal for a Wisconsin resident to possess a firearm. Right. Or is it legal for any American to possess a legal firearm?
I'm not familiar with it, so I couldn't tell you.
So, you know, you have certain laws in certain states, like I think Arizona, where DMX visited and moved frequently. Mm-hmm. And he was able to carry, you know, a gun because it was a judicial, you know, bylaw or, you know, constitutional right.
You got to think about the age, though.
It didn't matter. It was the fact of that as long as you're within those parameters. Now, was he within those parameters? I don't think a 17-year-old is able to carry a fucking loaded assault rifle, is my point.
I don't think so either.
18, maybe. Certain states, maybe they might allow it. I'm not sure. But 17, under 21, I don't believe you're able to obtain and be caught with a firearm.
Okay.
That's just it. You know, your excuse or reason doesn't fucking matter. My excuse or reason for running a red light and getting caught and flashed and all that kind of shit when I
16 years old, bro.
When I plead my case, you're not within the law.
It's 16 years old.
So he wasn't able to possess this fucking rifle.
How old? When he 17? He was 17, bro.
Bro, he wasn't able to possess that rifle.
Bro, statute 29.304 parentheses 3 parentheses B states no person 14 years of age or older but under 16 years of age may have in his or her possession or control any firearm with added exceptions listed. Children over 12 and under 16 are allowed to use rifles and shotguns under very limited supervised situations. That's what it says. And if his fat ass mama drove him up there with that motherfucking rifle, then it may not have been an open and shut case, bro. You see what I'm saying?
She's an assailant.
I got other names for it, but you know what I'm saying.
I mean, what they call it when you assist somebody in any way, shape, or form. You provide rides and accomplice. There it is.
But bro, but that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. Like people fought the judge, people fought the media. But the thing is, nigga, you got to look at these motherfucking lawyers that take the law and they twist it and they interpret it and they manipulate it a certain way to win the case.
Think about and always remember what a lawyer is. A lawyer is a part of the so-called system.
Right.
A lawyer is a bought-in member of the system. Now, they're just a branch of it. Mm-hmm. They have to play by the rules, and
they're part of the judicial system.
He's part of the system. So all you're doing is following the rules in certain instances. I don't divorce.
No, I disagree with
a lawyer.
That,
I mean, shit.
They ain't following the rules.
Try to fight a murder case without a lawyer.
Certain cases, there's a lot of niggas in the county right now that tried that shit and worked out.
It didn't work out too well.
Or they had a public defender that didn't do shit for them.
Didn't work out too well. So my point is, certain cases and things you have to have a lawyer, but it just eases the blow. You see what I'm saying? Because you always got to remember he's a part of the system.
Right.
He's a component in that fucking system.
A lawyer is a component of that system. My point is this though: who the fuck is interpreting these laws and spinning this shit in court? It ain't the judge. It's not the defendant.
It's the lawyers.
It's the lawyers. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, dude, that's what I'm saying, man. Like somebody, listen, like you even go back.
So do you think the defense did a good job?
Obviously not, nigga. Shit, hell no.
They won.
Obviously not. No. The defense did. The prosecution didn't do a good job.
The prosecution
didn't do a good job. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's kind of like you look at even in OJ's case. Mm-hmm. Like it's so many things, bro, that people, like when people go back and they study that case, they be like, damn, this shit wasn't even this wasn't even mentioned. Mm-hmm. Or this wasn't even mentioned. So, dude, those are strategic moves that a lawyer will have.
Exactly.
To make sure people don't hear certain things.
And because they also know that the grounds of law states that it's only certain evidence that's permissible.
That you can bring in. It's only
certain shit that you can bring up. You can't even ask him, what was you doing at this, and that. That's your business what you was doing at a certain point in law.
Right.
You see what I mean? So that's what they be like, objection, or you know what I mean, overruled, redirect question, shit like that. So now you got to change your avenue and where you was going.
Right. You got to spin it.
That might cost your case though. If you
got to spin it, bro. You got to spin it. And man, speaking of spinning. Speaking. Dirge that spit this finger, man. We got to take a break real quick. Hey, yo, shout out to all the motherfucking lawyers out there that know they client guilty as fuck, but still trying to get that motherfucking
still got to represent for them.
Get that bag. Shout out Roddenhouse, whatever, man. It's the shit, y'all. It's the shit.
Fuck 'em.
Ever Evolved is a community of content creators leading the Chicago scene to new heights. Their most recent release, League Champs Volume 1, displays the versatility within the camp and its close associates. From curating events to running 2 music studios to dropping articles every day on everevolve.com, Ever Evolved is constantly cooking up new things and passing knowledge on to others. Follow them on Instagram at Ever Evolved and Ever Evolved Studios. All first-time clients get 1 free hour when they book studio time. If you're an artist looking to get more in the scene, hit them up for show opportunities. Ever Evolved. And it's the shits. So you never know what hey man. You never know what the fuck might happen, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey. That's something motherfucker gotta live with, Jack. Hey man. We are back at the shits. You good?
I'm hitting them with the beat. Even though the music on, like, That's how I walk in the party off this shit, like,
In the what?
The play the beat again. Brown, brown. See that? See how I came in? Like, that's how I'm walking in. Like,
We are back at the S.H.I.T.S podcast, man. Bub getting his motherfucking groove on.
Get your groove.
His wine, dirty wine.
Dirty wine, boy.
Hey, man.
Oh, God.
So before I go any further, I got to say this much. For anybody that's not hip to the show, I think y'all need to be hip to the show. The name of it is called Southside. And South Side.
Spell it. Make sure they understand.
Southside. SOUTHSIDE.
Oh,
Southside. Not South. SOUF.
Yeah.
That's how I like Southside.
South. We from the South.
But it's on HBO Max, man, and it's pretty much about Chicago, bro. Honestly, I have not seen a more realistic but comedic and well-written show about Chicago.
Now, where's this at? Is it on Netflix?
It's on HBO Max, bro.
HBO Max.
It's on HBO Max.
Southside.
Shit is funny as hell. Funny as hell.
Southside.
Y'all should check it out, Southside, man.
That's what's up.
Yeah. But I do want to talk about this, bro. So I was talking with a buddy of mine, man, and we was having this discussion about, and this is gonna be about us. It's about not me and you, nigga, but us, black
Us
people,
as a people.
as a people. Why you think we so angry, bro?
Dealing with a lot of mental issues that we need therapy for.
That's one. Okay, we're gonna take a studio audience answer. Yes, sir. You with the brown hat, blue hat. Go ahead, the blue hat. Go ahead.
I mean, we so angry from all the way back then. Like, literally, we ain't never had nothing. They done beat us into submission for everything. What do we have to be smiling about? And then our peers is the ones leading us to that too. Shit, you take it back to slavery. God damn it, it's us that's handing us on a platter to them. So shit, we angry all the time.
Yeah. That's a good point. So I'm glad that y'all get a response.
It ain't just me.
Gave. It ain't you. So
Who
I
else
was
got something to say?
So I was thinking. Anybody else?
Chime in on it?
All right. So stress, G. Stress. Think about that shit, G.
Stress is culpable and mostly unculpable, depending on how much stress you're dealing with. It's all about how much stress you're dealing with.
Think about what's causing it, my nigga. What's causing it?
A lot of times people cause their own stresses.
How?
Most of the times you cause your own stresses.
How?
You can not pay parking tickets and fuck around and come out on a day you can't be late for work and get a boot on your car. All because you ain't pay these tickets or address them. You know what I mean? Or
so negligence.
Just negligence, period. You know what I mean? And not understanding that it's consequences and repercussions for your fucking actions.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So that shit right there can land you in a jam that you're not prepared for at the time that it happens. That's what I'm saying. Everybody gets caught off guard. You see what I'm saying? This is life. But you have to learn from these kind of mistakes. But it's just a part of being responsible as an adult that you got to say, well, damn, certain shit I just got to fucking do. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That way a jam never occurs on you.
So, all right, so you said stress that we cause ourselves, right?
A lot of stress is self-inflicted. A lot of stress is self-inflicted, bro. A lot of your situations are you brought those situations on, or you're keeping them situations around.
For the most part.
I say most. I ain't say all. I say most situations.
Why you disagree, bro?
Why you disagree? What's your disagreement?
Just living in America, bro. Like, just living in America is stressful as a black man.
Definitely. But that's something that you can't change. See, that's something you can't change. That's something we go always have to adapt to, right? No matter where. It is stressful if you make it stressful.
How am I making it stressful when it's already stressful?
Because if you think about it, it's gonna be stressful.
That we go through every
If you
day
think
as black
about
men,
it, you gotta forget about that shit.
How?
How, bro?
Because guess what? You'll never make it to the next fucking day if you think about what happened today too long.
It ain't about thinking about it, bro. It's about the things you go through every day, bro. You go through obstacles every day just
Every
to be
day.
a black man, just to try
Yeah.
to survive.
I can't deny that.
Not only you surviving from what these fuck white boys doing to you, but But then you gotta survive from what your own people doing.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
What you being
It's just
denied?
stressful. Just being a man, just trying to provide for your family, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
What up, 40?
100%.
So I'm
I
not
understand
worried
that.
about a white man coming into my house at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, or worried about a white man doing anything to me. I'm worried about a nigga. So look at self first before you look at the next person first, man. That's how I look at it.
That's a whole different level of stress, G.
Yeah.
Stress,
Yeah.
man, it comes with that self.
Yeah, that's internal.
You looking in the mirror, you seeing another nigga trying to do something to you.
Yeah.
Boom. There you go. I'm not okay with a white man. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
I understand it. What about a nigga, man? Come on, that's who gonna take your life. A nigga. Point blank period.
That's cool. That's fine.
Man, a nigga gonna take your life.
I'm riding with
It depends on the circumstance and the
Man, a
situation.
nigga's gonna take your life.
I
man.
put it to you like
If
this.
you doing too good, a nigga gonna take your life.
Yeah, if you around them type of motherfuckers,
Man,
you go.
They want what you got.
No, if that's the case for you, will never be around your family and friends.
I mean,
They all niggas.
Who's around my friends? Well, I might be around my friends.
No, I'm just saying though. So you always have to beware of when you say that. You know what I mean? Because we know what you're talking about, but everybody listening though. You know what I mean? So
I read a quote, bro, and it went like this. It said, "You choose your friends, and certain situations sort them out."
yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
you have to.
So basically, you can choose the motherfuckers that you choose.
You can't bring the gold. You can't bring the gun toters to the family reunion.
I mean, but shit, what if the family reunion full of gun toters? You know what I'm saying? Like,
You don't want to bring a strange gun toter to the family reunion. He might up his shit at the wrong time. You see what I'm saying?
right,
Now this your man's, and this your family.
right.
That's a sticky situation to be in. That's all I'm saying.
And-
so you pick and choose who you bring around and invite to certain functions is what you just
Right.
said. That's all I'm reiterating.
But what I'm saying is this: anybody in our culture know this because it's been said so much. Pressure bust pipes and make diamonds.
Yeah.
So how I interpret that is certain situations that put you in a situation or a predicament where you got to be like, this motherfucker really ain't my friend. You know what I'm saying? Because
definitely.
see what I'm saying? It took this certain situation to say, damn, you a bitch ass nigga.
Years
You know what I'm saying?
later,
Like,
yeah.
See what I'm saying?
And you a
think about
bitch ass nigga.
But
I
think
hate
about it.
that.
When everything going smooth, bro, like honestly,
Everything is good.
when everything is good, everything is good. You see what I'm saying? But sometimes you need those situations where things do become so stressful because
It's a blessing.
you need to test the motherfucker's character. You see what I'm saying?
And
Some
that way
motherfuckers-
you don't get caught in a situation where you
That's what
really
I'm saying,
need this
G.
motherfucker to be there and you, man.
but with that being said, going back to why we angry, it's because like, how are we dealing with that stress? Do we even recognize that shit, G?
We don't deal with
Because we don't want to recognize it.
anything the right way. And I think that
Do we know how?
Our culture is so afraid of therapy. Like I went and got therapy. And I'm gonna tell you why I went and got therapy.
Why?
I needed to have a different opinion besides my own. You know, in certain situations, you might feel that you right. In my life
You
at the
usually do.
time, I knew I was right, but
You thought
I
you was
didn't.
right.
I didn't think the way I had questions about my delivery because I've been told by a few, not many,
Mm-hmm.
a few had the balls to tell me that the way I probably said it was. But it shouldn't matter about how you say
It
something.
do matter.
It should
That's what really matter.
It should matter what you say
No,
at a
that's
certain
incorrect.
point, and it depends on
inaccurate.
who it is that who's talking. We're gonna come right back on this. We coming right
Hey, we
back.
taking a break real. We're gonna take a break real
gonna
quick.
get that question.
Hey yo, shout out to all the motherfuckers out there that don't know how to tell motherfuckers they musty, and people get mad when you can just say it
And
politely.
y'all out in public.
Nigga, you musty. It's a shits podcast.
You can't come with me, man.
This comedian Marnie P checking in from the S.H.I.T.S podcast.
Females like onions. They like soup, nigga.
They love onion soup.
Shit. All right.
They like garlic.
So you had a question, bro. Go ahead.
Come with the question.
Your therapist, what nationality was it?
It make a difference.
It was Spanish. She was Spanish and black.
Understand you, right?
It was Spanish. She was Spanish and
It
black.
make a difference.
Definitely make a difference.
Yeah, she was Spanish and black.
It makes a difference because like
beautiful, and the reason that I went to her is because the person that referred the person that referred me to her was of a different walk of life, and I saw the change in them. You feel me? I saw the change in them, so I was like, "Well, what happened with you? How you make this change?" He was like, "Man, I've been seeing a therapist. I tell you, but I don't normally tell people. You know what I mean? I had to go get some help."
Did she give you?
Well, what she had me to think of was that my point would cause a reaction.
Supposed to.
And the reaction that I'm looking for, or the reaction that I'm willing to accept, might not be what they're trying to display to me. It might be a defense mechanism. You see what I'm saying? And I said, am I responsible for a defense mechanism? And that's when she broke down and said, no, you're not. You see what I'm saying? Because if I'm trying to communicate and you get defensive and you start defending instead of answering the questions that I'm trying to communicate to you, right? You're not under duress. You're not being abused. You're not being hollered at. We're having a conversation. We're asking questions. I'm answering your questions, but my questions get evaded and get defended. You see what I'm saying? So I said, am I responsible for that? Do I hold that accountable for what she's giving me for an answer?
Okay, so what does she give you that?
A different outlook, because like I told her, I said, I don't know if I'm right or wrong in my delivery. And like she said, your delivery is a reflection of the reaction or the response that you get from her.
Bro,
Or whoever you talking to.
Can I
See what
add
I'm
this?
saying?
I don't think there is a right and wrong in the way.
That's what she was basically saying. It's not a right or wrong, but she was saying in my case.
It's
You see what I'm saying?
it's an issue of effective or ineffective.
And how I'm looking at the shit is that how you came to me with your evidence, I'm coming at you with evidence. It ain't a lot. It's just a little, and I just got a question.
You talking about your ex-wife, bro?
Yeah. So that's what I went to therapy for, because I wanted to know before I get this divorce, was it the right thing to do? Am I in the right state of mind? Am I thinking fairly? You know what I mean? I didn't want to be unfair.
Well, let me say that about this. It's one thing. Like, here's the question: What's harder to deal with? Losing love for a motherfucker or losing respect for somebody?
Losing respect for somebody, bro.
Losing respect for somebody.
You can't love nobody you don't respect.
You can lose. You can fall out of love with a motherfucker on a daily basis. For some motherfuckers, that shit happen every Friday, and then on Monday they back good.
That's
but when
toxic,
you lose,
though. Anytime you could be around somebody that you don't respect.
When you lose respect for a motherfucker, G, that's a whole different thing. And then it's kind of like
if you love somebody that don't respect you, that's worse.
Well, say it again.
If you love somebody that don't respect you, that's worse.
That's toxic, G.
That's what I'm saying.
That's toxic like a motherfucker.
That's
so
toxic as fuck. So you gotta think about that shit.
So do you think that shit made you angry, G?
What you mean?
Just the way you felt about the whole situation.
It didn't make me angry. It just let me know how me being married didn't matter, because at any given moment I can say, or she can say, I don't want to be in this no more, and leave.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what the judge told me. So I thought that shit, because I'm married and we doing some family shit, there's children involved. Like you ain't supposed to be able to just motherfucking go have weekend passes during the week, motherfucker.
But that's stress, G.
That's
it's stress right there.
Shit. And guess what? My thing is, everybody always says, well, what about the children? What about the children? Well, what about the children when the mother's doing the shit? It's always, what about the children when the father is wrong, or when it's abusive and this and that? It wasn't none of that going on. It's the mother doing shit that's not supposed to be going on. And the judge tells me that, guess what? You or her can make up at any moment and say, I don't want to do this no more.
It's that simple.
So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What is the difference between being married, being in a live-in relationship with somebody for 2 or 3 years, or starting out fresh with somebody that you don't know?
That's a good question, because this is my question. Why did y'all both get married? You go first. Why did you get married?
I got married because I was having children, and I actually wanted to stop doing what I was doing. I got tired of doing what I was doing. I just wanted to settle the fuck down and come to the crib and have I just wanted to chill the fuck out. And when I came to the crib, I wanted a family there. I wanted some shit that I grew up with. You see what I'm saying? So when I started having kids and shit, I had a ready-made family damn near. You know what I mean?
So whose idea was it to get married?
I can't say it was my idea. I could say I agreed to it because I felt at that stage in my life I was ready. I don't feel like at no other stage in my life would I have been ready for that point of marriage and that commitment of marriage, because I looked at that shit for what it actually was. You know, marriage is to me about family. You see what I'm saying? You make a commitment to everybody involved in this shit. You don't just make a commitment to the woman. It's not just about her.
When you break down marriage, what is marriage?
Nowadays, or what is marriage then?
Period.
Period. Marriage is supposed to be a commitment that y'all both gonna go through life together.
I disagree. I think marriage is some shit that just puts the government in your business.
That also. That also, because the children that you make through that marriage.
So say this, right?
Right? The children that you make through that marriage. Correct me if I'm wrong. The children that you make through that marriage are what? Property of the government, property of the state.
You got a divorce, correct?
Yeah.
And who chose where the kids went?
It was no choice, and now when you get a divorce,
It was a choice.
No, it was a choice.
It's not a choice. What?
Yes,
What?
it is.
No, it's not. It's not a choice. What happens is, in my divorce, what I chose, because I was the plaintiff, I wasn't the defendant. So what I chose was 50-50, and that's what
filed for divorce? You?
I did. I said I was a petitioner. I wasn't a defendant. You know what I mean? So that's the plaintiff, basically. You know what I mean? So what I chose was to not separate the children from their other siblings, and I get time, and you know what I mean? And it's never been a problem with that.
But the judge granted that, right?
Never been a problem with that.
The judge granted that, though.
Got to.
So the judge
I wanted that.
But the judge granted
I wanted it.
Answer my question. The judge granted it, though, correct? Yeah, right?
I accepted the grant.
Come on.
That's what I'm
Come
saying.
I
on.
accepted the grant. Hell yeah.
This is my point.
Yeah.
These people, the white people, they get to dictate what goes on in your life because you signed the fucking piece of paper to
Exactly.
be married.
And I had to get up out that shit. I had to
See
get
where
up
I'm
out
going
of
with
that
this,
shit.
though? Like,
When I found out, I didn't know about marriage when I jumped into it. But once I learned about it and the shit wasn't working, guess what?
Hey man,
it's a contract for bitches to control you.
listen. Let me
All
tell you.
it is, bro, is more and more than, not to cut you off,
No, go ahead.
more than most cases. If a man is making the majority of the income, taking care of everything, providing, right?
Mhm.
When a divorce happens and she's not happy or whatever, because I'm in that small percentile of people that divorce wives. More than likely, the wives divorce their husbands, right?
Right.
So in that case, when shit ain't going right and they leave, the majority of the money and all the split goes to her. And she reaps more than he does. Most men lose after divorce.
So
Unless she a police dispatcher.
Bo about to come up. Hey,
Over here.
hey yo, hey yo. It's getting, we on some Dr. Phil shit in this motherfucker. Hey yo, hey, we'll take a break real quick. Shout out to all the motherfuckers
Phillip.
out there who divorced and got half and only got the let out couch. Hey, it's the Shits podcast,
And the
y'all. It's the
dog.
shit.
Yeah, you do.
All erotic needs and adult needs, hit up Cole Pleasures, COLEpleasures.com. That's www.colepleasures.com. It's the shit.
Hey, is if you know your
Listen.
girl that fought with you in the club.
Let me say this.
You know what I mean?
Let me say this. Okay.
She gotta be tried testing the truth.
So we was talking about this. All right. So we was talking about why motherfuckers is angry.
Know how to
right?
stand outside the car when you changing the flat.
We was talking about why motherfuckers
pole.
is angry. And motherfuckers said stress, right? So,
Stress
bro,
is a
so
big
think about it. You said something earlier. You was like, what a motherfucker is supposed to agree to, what a motherfucker supposed to commit to. And bro, you got to think about this, man. When you go into a commitment, or
Gonna be red as fuck. That nigga gonna be out here like red bottoms.
that this is what they got to do from here on out. Motherfuckers got to understand that, bro, whether we like to hear this shit or not, that is a certain level of stress within itself. Real shit, bro. So a
Now, when you
motherfucker
saying stress, what do you mean? Like,
meaning
just
that
you holding a commitment or agreement.
if I don't really want to do it,
well, that should be addressed, shouldn't it?
it should. So let's just say like, okay.
Now, why wouldn't you address it? Now, if you don't address it, you saying that's stress.
You know,
hell yeah.
You know why motherfuckers don't address
Hell
it?
yeah. Why?
Because
They can't afford to fuck up what they got going on.
Bro. Not that, bro. They don't address it because of this thing that motherfuckers call love, bro. They don't address it. I'm telling you. Bro, listen to me.
Give me some example. Give me an example.
I'm about to. So a motherfucker say, it can be a chick out here that say, man, I love Bubba Ball. I love, and you be like, yeah, I love her too. I just met that bitch on 63rd. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? You meet her, you know what I'm saying? You real cool with her. You be like, man, hey, man, so I'm digging this bitch. I mean, don't call my girl a bitch. You don't call her a bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm digging her, whatever. So then you get into it, y'all into it, y'all love each other. So then she hits you with this, bro. She be like, yeah, I know we gonna be together, but I need you to stop smoking. So think about it, bro. But you love her.
I want to stop eating chicken.
Okay. And maybe she feel like I don't want to.
I don't want to stop smoking.
But y'all love each other.
Right. I don't want to stop smoking. She don't want to stop eating chicken. We love each other. We staying together.
Y'all. But now, you don't think it's gonna be issues?
It can't be if she don't want to stop eating chicken.
But she love you.
I love her enough too. If she stop,
So you gonna stop smoking?
If she stop eating chicken,
you gonna stop smoking?
I'm gonna stop smoking.
Okay.
Now, how do I know she's not eating chicken when I'm not around?
But there you go. But there you go.
The dilemma: do I trust her? Does she trust me?
Bam.
Does she trust me?
Right. So what I'm saying is, bro, like,
so what do we have here? Typical relationship dilemma 101.
And it's always, bro, listen to me, bro. There's always gonna be a relationship dilemma because, bro, when two people decide that they're gonna be together, what they have to understand is this. I am going into a commitment, I am going into a relationship, and that other person may ask me to do some shit that I may not want to do. However, I love this person, or I want to work towards something, which is marriage. So like what Booger Sugar was saying when he asked the question, what is marriage? You know what I'm saying? Basically, marriage it's basically agreement. It's an agreement between two people to move forward and build something with their life together. Whether you a man or a woman, whether you're a woman or a woman, whether you're a man or a man, it's for you to go forward and build something together. So a lot of times, kids play a big part in that. And I think what people fail to realize is that, no, you're not going to always agree with this motherfucker on a daily basis. And that's the issue. How are you going to deal with that? So that's what I'm saying.
Can you deal with
that? But the thing is, you can get to a point where you don't trust somebody, but it's a much bigger problem when you don't respect that motherfucker, G. You see what I'm saying?
Listen, let me tell you something. At what point don't you trust somebody? That means you lost respect for them when you can't trust them if you living with them. When do you live with somebody you can't trust?
Because when you can't communicate with a motherfucker, then you don't trust them. Go ahead.
How much love do you have for them?
Why do I need a fat white motherfucker that's sitting at a fucking, whatever you want to call it, a pew?
A podium.
Whatever. Pew, podium.
With a black robe on to tell me how much I love you.
You don't. You don't have. Listen. You don't. Listen.
It's all for benefits.
Also,
it's legal.
I've also understood that you don't have to get married. No, you don't have to get married through the normal way. You ain't got to do all that normal shit.
And women only wanted to stun on their friends.
That's it. It's a clout move. It's called the wedding. They want the wedding. They don't want the marriage.
Well, it's about the ceremony.
Marriage is work. Nobody really stays married nowadays. You notice that? There's a lot of people that get married and they get divorced. Or they separate. Or they separate.
Why? Why do you think that is?
Because they get married for the wrong reason. And most people, men do this shit just to satisfy the woman.
Or maybe they wasn't fully educated on it. Or maybe they wasn't fully. Maybe they wasn't fully
Most
educated
men do
on
this
the.
shit. Most men just give in to the idea of the shit. They ain't really trying to be with her for the rest of her life.
Or okay, that's
And
the
then
point.
sometimes the women ain't really trying to be with him, but it's convenient and it's a smart move. Now, marriage used to be and still is for a lot of cultures arranged. What about that? What about arranged marriages to where when you have a daughter, your daughter is promised to my family because we got all boys. I got all boys running around.
But you know what's interesting about that though,
now,
bro?
guess what? If your daughter married into my family and my family got money, now y'all got money.
But you know what's interesting about
what I'm
that
saying?
about
So
that
that's what
statement?
arranged.
The interesting thing about that statement
It's
is
all
a lot of
money
those
back.
a lot of those marriages actually last longer though.
Because it is what the fuck it is. We think love matters. Love is a fucking feeling. Love is an emotion. Love you fall in and out of with a person. You might love somebody, but you might not even like their ass right now. You see what I'm saying? And you
Right.
still gotta lay in the bed with this motherfucker.
Right.
Still gotta be in the house because you got a lease
Right.
with their ass. So you might not like them because of the things that they have done or said or are doing at that particular time.
You
It
don't like
doesn't
their
mean that
personality.
You don't love them. You don't like the shit that they doing right now.
So tell me the difference.
They might be doing it to get under your skin, to get a reaction, or whatever it is, whatever they're doing it for. But they're doing some shit and you don't like it right now. You see what I'm saying?
But why do you love them though?
Because they are who the fuck they are and you chose
But that's
to
the
be
same
with
reason you don't like them.
No, it's not the same reason you don't like them. You can love somebody and not like them. When you married, you're not going to like everything your wife do because she's not going to do everything right away. Your husband ain't going to do everything right the fuck away. He ain't finna come in the crib and start kicking his boots off and stripping naked and walking through the motherfucking house, leaving the trail of shit. And you in there cooking like, motherfucker, you better pick that shit up. You don't nip that shit in the bud. You do that shit for
that shit
3
happens.
months.
That's what we
He
do
finna keep
again.
doing it, right?
That's what we
You let him do it for 3 months. He finna keep doing it. You done did this shit for 3 months, bitch. You better pack your shit. Paying all the motherfucking bills. You ain't cooking these weak ass motherfucking chicken tenders every motherfucking night. Motherfucking ragatonis. Ragatonis. 3 cheese Alfredo sauce. Bought from motherfucking Walmart. You think I'm impressed with this shit? You ain't even put no elbow grease in the motherfucking garlic bread. This shit is motherfucking Texas toast. Pepperidge Farm. On sale. You going to Walmart buying dinner, bitch. That's why I stopped eating meat.
Walmart.
Yeah, motherfuckers feed me Walmart products. Ground turkey and shit.
Hey man, listen,
Wait, are you getting the motherfucking 90% lean?
bro.
I look at the package in
Okay,
the
so,
garbage. It's
hey, man.
70 real, the rest fat. 30%. Bitch, you better get some 90% lean around. I don't want these tacos.
Okay, let me ask you this, bro.
This gave me street tacos.
Bro. Okay,
Go ahead.
but did you have okay? Because that shit sound like
Real hood shit.
like that's real shit. Was that ever brought up? Like, did you ever like say in a constructive way, "Hey man, I'm not feeling the motherfucking 3 cheese Alfredo. This bogus ass 3 cheese Alfredo." It was done in a constructive way.
Yeah.
What was How was it constructive, bro?
Because she was riding me. I'm like, you got to change this menu. What you want, baby? Lasagna.
Saying that's the thing though, bro. Like people got to understand that.
It's
man.
all about
Like,
communication. When I said
exactly,
it,
it's
she
about
made it.
communication.
As soon as I said it, she made it.
See that?
She thought I liked the shit. That's what she said.
Hey, we got to take a break real quick. Hey, yo, shout out to all the ladies out there
She thought I liked the shit.
thinking they're making 3 cheese Alfredo, but it's really
Because
just
this nigga don't like it. He
ravioli
really
out
want
the can.
ramen noodles. You better ask these men what they want.
Put some cheese in it.
With
Put some
hot
cheese in that
dogs in
shit. It's the shit, y'all. It's the shits.
Monsoon, bubble ball. It's the but I can't say that, you know.
Yo, hey y'all.
It's all about communication. Like I said before.
It's about hey, if y'all come, listen, I'm gonna put this disclaimer out there. If y'all coming to us about marriage advice,
It's a good place to come. No.
It might be a great
I'm
place
not
to
discouraging
start.
anybody. Hey, fuck this guy to my left. He want to soften the blow. Listen, what you need is the truth, right? And I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't know if he's gonna soften the blow or not. He might tell you the truth sometimes.
Listen.
He might ease it on you. I don't
will
know
say
how
this
he's
much.
gonna come.
Bro, I will say this
I'm coming
much.
straight at you with the fucking
Listen,
truth. I'm
I
telling
will
you
say
not
this
to
much.
waste your time.
So Booger Sugar asked me earlier, why did I get married? I got married because I wanted to start a family. I got married because I love the woman that I'm with. Now, don't get me wrong. Are there days where we are totally fucking annoyed with each other? Yes, nigga, it is. That is life. Is it days that, are there days that I come home and I really appreciate an empty ass house? Yes. Yes, it is. But there are also days that I come home and I feel like I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that we can sit right here and watch a movie. I'm glad that we can do this. Woo, woo, woo. But I think the myth that people have about marriage, G, is that everything is gonna be cool. And it's just, hey, you say this, I'm gonna agree with it. I'm gonna say that, you're gonna agree with it, and that is not the fucking case,
Do you
bro.
think because it's a false idea? It's a false
I think
idea.
because we are not educated, bro. I think we are not educated because we haven't fucking seen it, bro. I didn't see my mother with my father. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I didn't see my aunties with my uncles. Well, shout out to Willie Earl. Shout out, what up, Chill? What up, Chill? What up, Chill? You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, bro, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is,
hold it down, baby.
The thing is,
W.E., not W.B. W.E.
And the thing is, the motherfucker's still around. See what I'm saying?
See what I'm saying?
Married now. They married now.
That's what I'm saying. So the thing is, G, this is not. We're not seeing that. We're not seeing that, G.
An argument with everything, man.
Exactly.
An argument with everything. A disagreement. Don't let your disagreement lead into a big fight.
Right.
Just because I don't like what you say.
I don't. And
We disagree.
we disagree. And dude, but motherfuckers need to understand that that's what the fuck this world is, the yin and the yang, bro.
Yeah.
Without the light, you never recognize the dark, bro.
There's no positive.
See what I'm saying?
I got a question.
Go ahead.
So shout out to everybody that's married. If you want to get married, that's your thing. But everything you just named sound like what you go through in a relationship before you even sign those.
Which is true.
So why get married?
So that goes back to what that goes
See,
back.
people think, like I said,
That
people
goes back to what
think
Booger
that
Sugar said.
You
all that
have
shit is
to
legal, bro. It's just legal shit.
A person enough to say, I want to spend the. No, it's not about loving her.
It's about what's on paper. It's about what's on paper,
You see
G.
what I'm saying? What I think most people should be looking at is, can I spend the rest of my life with them? You see what I mean?
Hey, bro, let me ask you
Or
something, man.
would my life not be the same or worse without him or her? You see what I'm saying?
And
like,
dude,
do I need them?
That
Like,
might be the
people-
scariest question a motherfucker gotta ask somebody.
You should need your wife, bro. Your wife should need you.
Not
You
really.
see what I'm saying? Yeah, fuck yeah.
Y'all should.
Fuck yeah.
If
Fuck yeah. You know why? Guess what? Because when you get fucking married, you lose your friends. You lose your mama's advice.
No,
Bullshit.
no.
What that preacher say?
no. See
Man,
that? I think that's part of the myth, bro.
All right.
That's part of the myth. Like, dude, I got married.
Nobody
and,
opinion is supposed to come in y'all household and
but that's a
disrupt y'all
different.
household.
But that's
Am I
a
right or wrong?
bro. But that's the difference in losing your friends. Like, nigga, yeah, I
ain't
know I
saying
met.
lose them.
But that's what you did. You said lose them.
Your friends' opinions
Don't
about
matter.
your
Wife.
situation don't matter, and you don't have an opinion about their situation.
And that's inaccurate.
Unless they
Once again.
ask. And then if you ask them about your shit, but they can't volunteer no information about your marriage.
Hey, bro, let me tell you something. I can respond to that with one statement. People will give you advice about shit on a daily basis, but do you always fucking take it? Sometimes you just listen to motherfuckers out of respect. Man, my grandmother done told me a million times, stop masturbating. Didn't fucking work, nigga. So, you know what I'm saying? So the thing,
Whoa. How the fuck did she know you was masturbating?
whatever. But anyway, the point.
Tried to finish it off. He was right there. Granny busting the bathroom.
But
soup.
But the point, my point,
Holding up the bathroom.
my
You
point,
here rubbing one out. Look at
Listen.
your little nasty ass.
bro. But my point in saying all that is this: is that, yeah, you get married and your wife is going to still have her girls. You get married, you still got your boys. The thing is, you're not necessarily supposed to put that person's opinion before your wife's. But that ain't like you don't listen to what this motherfucker said and take it into consideration. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's inaccurate, bro.
I mean,
It's not supposed to be that way. See, here's the thing. In my opinion, if I get married again, and I said if I get married again, my wife is gonna be my best friend like she was supposed to be the first
Good luck with
time.
that shit.
why would you get married again, though?
You ain't hear what I said.
Bro, you know what best friends
I
do?
said if.
You know what best friends do?
You need to get married.
You ain't hear what I said. I said if.
I heard you say
No, we heard it. You said like this.
Damn, why you dissecting so hard on the...
No, because
I didn't say I want to get married. I said if.
Right, that's the fourth
that's
time you
even
said it.
worse. I think he asked him, why would that even be another option? Exactly.
So, like I said, if I get married,
You sound like
again,
Allen Iverson, nigga.
it would be
practice.
because I feel like that this woman is my best friend, number one, right? Number two,
That's a
I feel
whole
like
nother
she
discussion.
compliment me.
That's a whole nother discussion, my nigga. You know what's some
Because
scary shit, bro?
the scariest part about life is meeting random waste of time. And that's what a lot of all these motherfucking situations you put yourself in, because they don't be relationships.
Bro,
It just be whatever they feel they can get out of you.
Bro, let me tell you
just
something.
using them for whatever you feel you
you
can
said
get
she
out
gonna
of
be
them.
your best friend.
Those are situations. You
You
get
said-
tired of that shit after a while.
You
feel
said she
what I'm
gonna be your
saying?
best friend. Let me tell you some realistic, but I'm gonna hit you with some realistic but scary shit. I can almost guarantee you, women have a different kind of fucking conversation with their best friend than they will ever have with their motherfucking man. Ever. And that's why she's sitting over there smiling like that. Ever.
And I'm
Ever.
gonna tell you this. Hey, look,
Listen,
gonna
I'm
tell
not
you this.
saying that
The
you
same way
supposed
men
to
do.
have, I'm not saying you supposed to have the same conversations that you have with your guys with your girl. But I'm saying that your girl's supposed to know you in a way that most women ain't gonna know you. You supposed to know your
I'm gonna
girl
put it to you like this.
in a way that most motherfucking men ain't gonna know her.
I know some cool ass hoes.
This nigga.
Most of us do. Most of us know some cool assholes.
They can be your best friend. So you gonna marry them hoes?
No,
And I tell you why you're not gonna marry
No.
them. Because you know what they do.
no,
You actually know what they do because guess what? They told you.
hell no. See, you gotta all. Most people don't understand this word
Say
I'm
that
about
again.
to say.
Your wife ain't gonna tell you.
Most people don't understand this word I'm about to say. It's a word out here called vetting. And what vetting is, it's a misconception of what dating is. But what dating is supposed to be is you're actually sizing somebody up and seeing, is this person a candidate to
That's
be
called
with for
courting.
the rest of your life? Courting, vetting, all that kind of shit. And what that does is you're looking at everything, the total package that
But
this
bro,
person
people
comes
don't
with.
show people are not
Yes,
going
they do. Yes, they
Okay.
do. It comes with a level of comfort. And most women can get a man to show who they are real easy. Real fucking easy.
What's the difference?
Depending on how she looks, she already finna get him coming in the door. So
'Cause he
now,
thir-
if he finna keep spending and spending and spending, eventually he gonna run out. So she knows she fucking with the help. She ain't fucking with a boss. A boss ain't finna run out. But a boss also gonna be requiring shit. Now, if you ain't requiring certain shit, she not gonna respect you no way because she been dealing with bosses.
Okay,
Now
so
she knows she got a sweet
let's-
lick.
quick question. So if you
So
a
are
boss,
you a lick or a boss?
if you a boss, what do you acquire from a bitch?
Well, it would be different things because
from a
I'm
woman.
requiring so much that, number one, it would be everything that I'm looking for physically that would attract me to her. Now, after that,
That's
what
the
does
main
she bring
thing
to
we
the
go for.
table that I'm requiring? What am I requiring to meet at the table with? What do you sit across the table from me for?
What do you come to the table? What do you come to the table with?
What do you sit across the table from me for?
Why you
see
at
what
the
I'm
table
saying?
with me?
You don't necessarily have to bring everything I'm bringing to the table. That don't equal what I need in my life. I don't need no motherfucker that's doing what I'm doing.
My question,
You see what I'm saying?
What do you require from? What does she have to have? For
Oh,
Well, what she need to have is
Feminine.
patience because we gotta take a break.
feminine, cooperative,
Decorative
feminine,
stuff.
cooperative, and that's it. Shit,
Hey yo,
beautiful.
shout out to all the motherfuckers sitting at the
Sexually
table.
attractive to you.
Sitting at the table with a motherfucker
You feel me?
who can't read or don't have good table manners. It's the Shits podcast, y'all. It's the Shits.
What up, ladies and gentlemen? It's the American Dream, the American Nightmare, the Heartbreak Kid, Young Baka. And when I come to Chicago, I check in, I get on the radio with the S.H.I.T.S podcast. One more time, man. Give a big shout out to the S.H.I.T.S podcast. Young Baka Productions, man. Holla us. We out here.
We want more than that.
We don't want to.
I don't know.
I'm gonna rip your balls off and cut them off
It
with
depends.
4C scissors.
It depends.
You don't want that.
Women have
I don't want that.
change roles, man. Like they want
But it's okay if you want that. What if you don't want that?
we don't. As men, we don't.
That's what I say.
Well, so what do you want?
Now, guess what?
We want a woman.
Feminine.
Okay, and what else?
Feminine. A woman is feminine.
A best friend.
Is she feminine? Is she feminine?
You really want that?
Yeah.
So you got to understand. Okay,
Do you want it from masculine women or do you want it from feminine women?
why would I want to?
I just asked him, was they feminine? He just said, I want a couple of friends. Oh, her best friend. So I'm saying, are both of them gonna be feminine? You know what I'm saying? Bow. So now I said feminine. Now we're talking cooperative. Now, how cooperative can a woman be to share her best friend with you? Very cooperative. Now you're talking about two of my points. And what did I say? Attractive to you. Now, would she be attractive enough to you for her to say, you know what? I like you or love you so much. I'm going to bring my best fucking friend because you asked me. Now, what wouldn't you do for this woman?
True love.
What wouldn't you do for her?
This motherfucker.
That shows
Now, my question to you, young man,
motherfucker
is
says.
what wouldn't you do for her? Because you just labeled 3 things that I said that I need from a woman to get married. Now, he just agreed with him. Now, what wouldn't you do for this woman?
If she's willing to do that for me, then she might get my hand in marriage.
So okay,
Defeating all the bullshit that comes with it.
playing devil's advocate, bro. So she say that, so you ask her that, and so she do it for you, and you, this is like your best friend now. She's like, y'all got the kind of relationship. But then on the flip side, she asks you to bring your guy into it. Now she asks you to bring 40 into it. You know what I'm saying? She like, yeah, 40 cool as hell. He might as well come through, like drop some dick off on me too. You know what I'm saying?
From the bike.
And what Dave Chappelle say, it's over. You cut off.
From the bike.
You cut off.
So, okay, I'm still finna get 40 of this shit from the bike.
But I mean, but that's what I'm saying though, bro. Like
These hoes scammers.
like when you start talking about,
You can't ask to have a threesome with your man, guys.
bro,
That's off limits.
Hold on, let me tell y'all something. This marriage shit is some shit that we adopted from this Western fucking, all these white people, man.
No, we've had wives.
used to- man,
Men had wives.
Back at home, we had these hoes.
We got hoes.
We
A lot
had
of 'em.
these hoes, man. We was in Africa.
In different
bro,
area codes.
this
and
is
we had
motherfucker
these
said-
I got
we had
hoes.
several women.
I got
Concubines,
hoes.
man.
Concubines.
Adopting this Western
okay. So I'm a
Woo!
so I'm a humor y'all on that one.
Okay,
so,
come on with it. What you got?
So you able to have numerous wives, right? So think about this. So yeah, from a man's point of view, we always think of it like, oh, I got like 3-4 wives. That means like I'm always getting some pussy, right?
It's concubine.
Always, right?
Polygamy.
But now think about this. Now I got
you gotta take care of them.
not just take care of them. Now I got to listen to these motherfuckers.
No, you don't.
Why not?
If you run in a household of 7 women, do you think their voice matters? Everything is
This
coming
nigga-
from you to provide. So all they trying to do is make sure you happy so they can keep their place in order in whatever order that they in.
Hey,
right?
bro.
You going to have one man.
But that's part of the problem. That's part of the problem,
You
bro.
got to think about where that mythology came from. That's some Greco-Roman type shit. When you remember Spartacus,
that you got
and
to
all that
listen to a
kind of shit.
motherfucker?
The wife did what she wanted to do until the husband came in and said, me and you tonight put on something elaborate, the fine linen. I'm going to make your ancestors loin and wish that you weren't born. You're going to scream to the high heavens, and all that kind of shit. And that's when she knew that her husband wanted her that night. But other than that, she was fucking the slaves.
Wow.
So that's what happens when you be in a relationship and you finally balling and you get a bitch who you think is on your level, or a woman who you think is on your level for this status that you want to represent as a man, right? Your woman is a direct reflection of you. Most women like powerful men,
Right.
So they want a man that's doing something. They want a man that's shaking and baking, moving and grooming, has some kind of power when he walks in a room. People recognize him. Now she grabbing his arm like, yeah, bitches, I'm with him. So this is what most women are drawn to. So once you understand that about a woman, now it's important for you to pick the right one to choose to spoil and waste your money and time on, because guess what? If she finds another one that likes her, that has more juice than you, you're X the fuck out. And this is how the game go.
Did you
And
just
if
say
can't
waste?
handle that
Did
shit,
you just say
you
waste
fucking
your
with the
money and
wrong-
time on?
That's what you doing if you can't keep her attention and she don't like you. See, the rule of the game is to find out if he or she likes you
Right.
really enough to be with you.
Right.
Other than that, they're on to the next.
You know what? I think the world is like.
Everything is visual.
I think the world is like. We have like a shortage on male chauvinists.
No, we don't, because they all in this fucking room.
It's only like 5 of us. Wait,
It's not enough. It's not enough. It's not enough. It's not enough real
Durr
men.
said, I ain't
And
saying shit.
women will tell you that the men that they go out on dates with, they'll just go out on dates with. Like, it's more women just going out on dates
But
to
no,
eat.
I say this because
They
like,
get to pick where they go.
these simp-ass
You know what I
niggas,
mean?
they
Like,
give women
listen.
too much power, bro.
Bro, a woman want a man to say, we going here, we going there, and I'm fucking you tonight. Boom. And she wet. She fucking wet because
would do
you
that
just
now,
took
yes.
charge. You
Niggas
just
don't
took
do that no
charge.
more. Niggas
Most
be like-
men be like, where you want to go eat?
Exactly. We going to the Burger Hut.
He driving down 79th. He like, you know what? Let me stop right here real
I don't
quick.
eat beef, bitch.
Get some of these tacos. There's a lady out there with on some tacos off the push cart. And you done got dressed up 6 hours and straightened your wig out 4 times.
Hey, man,
But
listen.
these are the choices that these motherfuckers make, and then they would go on Twitter and all this kind of shit and blast a motherfucker.
They so used to making this decisions and shit.
You can't pick a man that can plan a date. It's called planning.
Hey, man.
And
That's
most people
Down, bro.
most
I
people
don't
can't
play
plan
that
a
shit.
date, bro. Most people can't plan a date.
Girl
I'm
don't
sorry.
even go outside no more. So you go to work and you go home.
That's it.
Can I go to the
Hey,
bar?
man, listen.
She don't get no
Hell no.
movement. She don't get no movement.
My bad,
Heavy
everybody.
restriction.
I didn't realize this podcast took a trip back to the 50s.
He was some James Brown shit.
I didn't fucking realize it. I'm sorry.
He relapsed on us. I don't know.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, man, listen.
But no, real talk though, bro. Like, man, it's ugly, man. These women like literally think they the man.
Yeah, it's some real role reversal shit going on nowadays.
Let's talk about that.
And it's a lot of men walking around here like women with purses. I just don't understand how these men are walking around with these flat bags above and right at their waist
Let's talk about that.
with a lot of valuables in it. What's that called? That's called a purse carried by a woman. We'll be right back.
Gotta take a break, y'all. We'll be back. Hey, yo, shout out to the women.
And the man women,
It's the shit, y'all.
the men girls.
Tune into the Shits podcast every Friday at 9 a.m. on the Block Radio. That's www.theblock105.com. It's the shits. Okay, I'm gonna put this disclaimer out there. Decadurs is gonna be. He got the look on his face, y'all.
All right, look. Hey, y'all, the girly boys is cool, and the dude chicks is all right. We ain't messing with none of y'all. The LGBT Q3,
What the
4,
fuck?
5, 6.
What the
Everybody is
fuck?
cool. Everybody is cool. All we're doing is skating through this thing called life. We only here for a certain amount of time. So however y'all want to live y'all life, live that shit. But just make it through life. I'm telling you. All you got to do is make it through life. Now, if you want to choose to make it through life harder, you can make it harder for yourself. It don't matter what you want to have sex with. This is life that we live in. So that's all the basis is. That's why I like telling people. What you have sex with or who you have sex with has no judgment or bearing on life. So we always have to remember this. Now let's continue the show.
We can't. You touch the alphabet people. It's over with.
No, long as I didn't touch the people with them hats, we good.
Who in the fuck is the people with the hats?
We're not going there. But long as I didn't touch those. Boom.
Hey, man, listen.
I know the FCC. People rules.
Hey, listen, man.
So look, this is what we gonna do.
Okay, tell us.
We got an underlay for the overplay, right?
Please.
So what this young man right here has been reciting a lot of I don't want to say hate, but he's been reciting a lot of white privilege. And what I learned this past week was I was in a small town where they weren't privy to seeing black people. And not a lot of black people would drift through this town. So when they saw me and my cousin, who was stuck there for about 6-7 days, it was refreshing and kind of like eye-opening to see that everybody ain't racist, right? We don't hate every white person we meet. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you have a job where you got to work with some white people, all of them not bad, right? As white people will tell you, all black people ain't bad, right? Mexican people will tell you the same thing. So it's all not what you heard. It's all about what you doing and where you at. And what I saw in the state of Missouri was that they're really hurting in a lot of areas where you can't be, in my eyes, feeling like you're greater than somebody just because you look a certain way or because your parents were a certain, you know what I mean? Nationality or race. Underlay for the overplay is perception. The moment that you look at something and perceive that you can tell what it is where you're lost. Until you have a deeper understanding of what you're looking at is what exactly your assumption is, when you can say that, guess what? I know this person. This person is so-and-so and so-and-so, and he or she is my friend or my associate or whatever the relationship is. You can never take a person for face value and think that you know them, right?
Right.
It's a certain disconnection that we all have to accept, and I've had to accept it when you raise children. Your children leave you at a certain stage in growing up, and if they're fortunate enough, or if you're fortunate enough to have them say that they want to go to college and that's your dream, and they go to a HBCU like you, or, yak, whatever, right? They follow in your footsteps. And they go off to college. They slowly turn into who they're going to be, right? And it doesn't necessarily turn out to be who you want them to be, correct? But they're your child, and you've put in them hopefully enough to guide them along the way in this life that they chose. That's all that a parent can do, and that's all we hope for as parents, right? Guess what? The flip side of that is the perception that your child is going to receive from the world. That's what you worry about. You don't really care how successful they are, or, you still want them to pull their pants up. You still don't want them to wear a hat in the house. You know what I mean? It's still certain things that you trying to instill in them because you want it to be so drilled into them that they do this shit without you being around. And you thinking that it's helping them, right? So the whole perception of life is that what you think or what you see or what they show you that's bad is really not bad. It's the opposite way around. People in Missouri are living way worse than us. It's now hiring signs everywhere. KFC.
You said not hiring on
No,
now.
now hiring. The jail is hiring. Like, it's unreal how if you go to anywhere and you see that it's the same where you are, what's the difference besides the people's skin color?
Right.
But they're not perceived this way, is what I'm saying.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if you see different ways of life, your mentality can change. You see what I'm saying? You won't be so predatory against your own. One thing I hate and one thing I never hear is I never hear about Asian on Asian crime. I never hear about Latino on Latino crime. I never hear about white on white crime. I always hear about black on black crime. Most crime is committed by the same races. It's not very high statistics of this group of people assaulting this group of people, and you know what I mean? Like specific groups of people. No. It might be a certain area. You might be walking your ass through a certain hot spot where people, vagrants and shit, are hanging out, and they might see you as a victim and want to rob you. But most people that rob you, damn near, are in your same walk of life, in your same neighborhood, community that you live in. You passing through, but you frequent it, and they look at you like, oh, okay, they're not paying attention. Boom. So it's perception. Perception is a way of life. That's why we choose to look a certain way to fit in, or we choose not to look a certain way to fit in. It's all about perception.
Hey, that was my man Bubba Ball with underlay for the overplay. Hey, y'all, I want to put this out there. Everybody has their own opinion, and honestly, that's the pros and cons of living in this country. Mm-hmm. You got the right to your opinion. Now, the problem comes in when you try to force your opinion on someone else, or you become upset because a person doesn't have the same opinion as you do, which is a part of perception. So I say that to say this. We have our opinions on the Shits podcast. Bubba has his opinion about certain things. I got my opinion about certain things. And the world has their opinions about certain things. And it also goes back to the whole podcasting platform. It was created to encourage discussion. So people may hear
Get you talking.
People may hear this episode and they may feel like fuck them. Or some people may hear this episode and feel like, damn, they got a point. The whole point of it is to encourage the discussion. So that's what we encourage you all to do. We encourage you to encourage the discussion. Ask yourself, what is marriage to you? Why are we so angry? Why are we so stressed out? Why is it hard, or why is it easy for you to communicate or not communicate with somebody? Why the fuck did they let Oprah and Danny Glover have a sex scene in Beloved? I don't know. It's just a whole fucking mix of questions you can ask. You know what I'm saying? But it's just certain things, you know. But yeah, it's just all about encouraging the discussion.
Keep the discussions going.
Keep it going. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever it is, keep it going.
And hey, man, if y'all got something y'all want to say to us, man, hit up the website, leave a message. You know what I'm saying? We'll respond. If you say something real slick, I don't know, it might respond a different way. But anyway, y'all check us out every Thursday on My Radio Chicago, powered by the Support District Radio, 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Independent artists send those MP3s in to dopemusicshits@gmail.com. And hey, we appreciate all the support from anybody that check us out. We on all podcasting platforms. Y'all
get ready for the spade tournament, y'all.
Oh, thank you. Hit up the website because we got big news. Motherfucking spades tournament is jumping off. So it's people out there that say they can play spades, but it's a whole different story when you got money on the line. Mm-hmm. And in this case, hey y'all, it's $2,500 on the line. See what I'm saying? $2,500 on the line, no cash exchange, straight through Cash App or Zelle. So just to make it safer for everybody and make everybody feel comfortable. So if you think you good with them cards and you got that partner that's solid, hey, hit up the website. You can also call, hold on for a second. I got to make sure I got the number. Y'all can also call, damn, bro.
Get that shit together because these motherfuckers want to play some cards.
You can also call 872-222-8286 to register. It is $200 per team, and the cash prize, not cash prize, but the main prize is $2,500. $2,500. So y'all got to bring your A game, and that is happening on December 3rd at Magoo's, y'all, 6550 South Menard. Chicago's dopest spades tournament.
2 weeks from now, right?
2 weeks. Hey, y'all get y'all shit up, man. Hit up the website to get more information. Hey, y'all, it's the Shits Podcast. We appreciate y'all kicking with us, y'all. We out. It's the shit.
Bong, 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 bong.